All right, video one. My name's Lee Smith and I'm 46 years old. I've been interested in sport and fitness, but during my late 30s, definitely let myself go. So about 7 years ago, I hit 92 kilos. Didn't feel great about myself. I got back from a trip in the UK and I started my wellness journey. I had my second kid, moved to the Gold Coast, and it was time for a change. So I'm about 5'10". I was pretty fat at 92 kilos. Started running. Dropped to about 86 kilos, bumped along there for a bit. About 5 years ago, I started jiu-jitsu and the weight started coming off. I'm usually about 78, but does fluctuate from about 75 to 82. Currently I'm 82, just got back from holiday. I want to get back into the swing of things, but this time round I wanted to share it because if I can do it, anyone can. I'm not perfect, I still drink, I love food, but it does feel amazing to be fit and healthy. So I found I consume a lot of information about wellness, supplements, fitness, and I love talking about it and sharing it with people I know. So I thought I may as well start documenting it and try and filter out the good bits, bad bits, and what has and hasn't worked for me. I've tried a lot of supplements. I want to try lots of others that are out in the market. There are lots of people out there trying to sell different products, supplements, routines. So let's see what works. Along with this, I work out most days, weights, jiu-jitsu, assault bike. I've also got back into running after a knee injury as well. So I've been doing some knee rehab. I cold plunge almost every day. And that's a big one. When I stop doing it, I definitely feel that. It sucks every morning when I get in, but I feel better for the rest of the day. I've tried things like BPC 157, which is a peptide which helps with recovery. That was pretty good and helped with my knee injury. It would be good to do another round of that and document that in videos too. It's going to be difficult to only change one thing at a time, so we can figure out, the benefits of that one thing. But we will pick some different categories of things and try and see the results. It's not going to be perfect, and I'll have to give my opinion on how I'm feeling at the time. But I'll track my weight and my body fat over the period so we can see how things are going along. I've got one of those just cheap weight scales, RemPro weight scales, that I track that stuff on. For some of the dads out there as well, and the parents, I also feel I'm losing a bit of touch of technology. So this is kind of putting me into the situation where I've got to learn it. I want to make sure I see my kids using this stuff, so I want to make sure that I'm pushing myself into using it. Hopefully the videos will improve over a period of time. We can use some programs to do that, and I'll learn that along the way. Like starting a wellness journey, there's no perfect time. I'm throwing myself in there. It's a little bit new for me, so I'm sure this video will, I'll look back on it and it will be terrible, but you got to start somewhere. So happy for people to give feedback and suggestions. I'm happy to hear people's views. Let's keep it constructive, or at least funny if you're going to get stuck into me. So where do we start? I had my first run back from a knee injury yesterday. Took it pretty easy. Did 8Ks, 5-minute 20 per K. Just testing the knee out at this stage. My legs are sore today, so I did this cold plunge this morning. Definitely improved. Went for a walk. So feeling pretty good so far. So the supplements I take, I currently take some supplements in the morning. I take a methylated multivitamin, bromelain for joint health. I take some NMN for like my energy, vitamin D, just a good vitamin for immune system and other benefits. In the evening, I'll take fish oils, NAC, so acetylcysteine, which helps with the production of glutathione, which helps with liver health. I take glycine, which helps with sleep and relaxation, and pyridoxine helps with cardiovascular health as well. So also take some inulin. Inulin has a lot of health benefits as a prebiotic for gut health. some good results from some people that have struggled with sleep. So just taking that one so I can provide an update as time goes on. There's lots of other stuff in the market, and I've not really used pre-workouts. I've purchased one that's on the way. The trend of hydrogen water bottles has cooled off a bit and people are moving towards hydrogen tablets, so I'm going to look into some of those too. There's loads of other stuff on the market to look at. Hopefully I can provide some value to people who are looking to get started. Hopefully similar age. I often find as well, like my parents' generation, so people in their kind of 70s, they struggle. They struggle with the technology, and they struggle with the amount of information. So hopefully we can, hopefully I can provide some value there. In my experience, they only listen to their doctor. They don't do a lot of other stuff to kind of help them. Generalization, obviously, but yeah, hopefully we can provide some information to them too. Hopefully next week I can review my knee and how the running's going, give a bit of an update on how the diet's going through the week, and hopefully if the pre-workouts arrive we can look at that and give you an update on how that's helping with workouts and stuff. So thanks for listening. First step, let's see how we go.